Deus Volt Brothers. It's time to react to Remnant with the jackpot. Yeah, 777. Remnant 777. Pretty cool guy. Has some pretty base takes. Good at arguing. He debated someone who was, I don't know if categorically clueless is the right way to say it, but definitely dumb. I can't even remember his name. Anyway, he's basically kind of a more common man Mentis wave in a way, at least in terms of what he covers. He seems to speak more on the people's level than on the
categorically clueless. You mean leftist, right?
Exactly. They don't understand categories or anything like that. You could define the guy as like an ontological idiot. Anyway, this is Remnant. I like his stuff. This one's going to be him getting called out by Xander-something in...
Those are the same word, LOL.
Basically. And Xander-something, man, my shock is the same as Remnant's. Let's put it like that. Anyway, let's take a look at this. It's Remnant versus Xander-something.
Did you know some aliens are single mothers on a genetic level? I wonder if it affects the behavior of the children.
Okay, hang on. Have you seen Space King? Space King is great. It's like a parody of Warhammer 40k. I love it.
No, ya ven.
Okay, thank you, Spanish TTS. Yeah, no, it's great. I recommend it. It's hilarious. It's Flash Gits, and these are the guys who made the Harry Potter special ed class. Oh, I love it. Yeah, so if you guys haven't seen Space King, check out Space King. Pretty funny.
Tell him about per capita. I'm getting to it.
What do you mean
Some
you don't like
say
all girls?
it's
What?
the best show.
You don't like goth
actually.
women?
I would never
We're
say
dunking
it, but some
on
say
dudes who just hate women.
He said I hate what?
We're dunking on an incel, folks. And
I'm shocked Xander-something's still making videos. This should be a fun response video. Xander-something reacted to one of my videos and made a video on me, and he said that
He reacted to one of your videos and made a video on you. I too can write in such a way that it fills space. I'm just messing with you, dude. That's funny though. That's funny.
Oh, you should react to that video too, LOL. It was funny.
You mean the one with the nose ring theory, or which one?
Yeah.
The nose ring theory. Okay, yeah. But we'll do that one later. We can come back to it. We just react to all Remnant's videos until he notices me. Maybe that'll be the trick. Do in-depth reactions. But yeah, no, he was being comedic here. I'm just being
Notice me, Remnants and Pia. Senpai.
We're both tired.
I'm an incel.
I've got a video I've been recommended by an incel channel called Remnant 777.
That I hate women, and worst of all, that I hate goth girls, and that they're evil.
That's been popular in incel spaces for a while, that alt women are the end of the world, that alt women are evil, a problem.
What? How would he know that? Does he like keep tabs on the incels? Because the last I saw them, they were talking about how lonely they were and how they can't cook.
I don't even know what an alt woman is.
Goth and punk. Goth punk and grunge scene. It's a style thing. It's all aesthetic.
Oh, you saw that shoe video too.
Which shoe video? Oh, the one with the dudes? Yeah. Yeah. Pasta cereal is still the most cursed thing I've ever seen. We'll do that one later.
The ink elves who can't cook, haha.
Yeah. They were bad. But yeah, no, so... Is dude posting in the incel Reddits too? Because honestly, with a face like that, I get it. And, male feminists in general, probably not pulling the numbers, They ain't the movers or the shakers, so to speak.
I'm gonna be honest with you. There was so much hilarious nonsense to cover. I was literally petrified with my options on where I should start. So I decided to go with the most straightforward, logical approach, which is, what's the most funny to look at first?
Inherently violent. Interesting.
What are aliens inherently violent? Okay.
What is the septum nose ring theory? Well, according to the experts at knowyourmeme.com, it is a way of allegedly...
Okay, hang on a second. Xander-something is known for doing one thing and one thing only. Looking things up on Wikipedia to make a point. Dude has had no original thought in his entire career. This dude, I think, pioneered the Wikipedia citation thing. That's what he was known for. So he would go on to people's videos, watch their videos, and then disprove them using Wikipedia.
Wikipedia still calls Trump a felon.
That's under appeal, even in the most generous sense. And also, there was nothing that could be a felon. It was a felony that is an enhancer that was charged without an original crime. I'm not getting into that. Anyway, the thing is, what he would do is he would watch someone's video, look up what they were talking about on Wikipedia, and then use that as though it was like gospel. Dude is not smart. Hassan at least has charisma. This guy has the looks of destiny and the brain of Hassan. He's bad.
Really thinks he got me here. Look at this smug little...
When you're a right-wing figure, your sources can be, know your meme. But if you're a left-wing figure, it is highly expected, in fact, mandatory, that you actually do research and you...
Oh, that's such a good meme. Anton Chigurh. That I might do a breakdown of No Country for Old Men one day. That's a really good story. But yeah, no. So he's upset because people used to call him out all the time for being the Wikipedia guy. I think I already covered that. So yeah, no. I think at this point, Remnant's just mining salt. Dude is already salty. It's like, oh yeah, he could use know your meme. But I gotta look up all this other crap. I can't just be a Wikipedia warrior like, you know, Vaush used to be. They used to be Xander-something, Vaush, and I don't know, ContraPoints maybe. These BreadTube people are all not very smart. I don't even know if ContraPoints is still making videos.
You are actually ready to cite sources when you make a claim.
This is hilarious. We're not even 30 seconds into my own video yet, and he made the biggest cell phone imaginable. So
Yep.
this joke where I was quoting the experts, it was mocking people who need a source for the most basic things in the world, and use shitty sources at that. Yada doo doo doo, yada doo da doo. Ah, shoot, I can't.
What? Okay. Yeah, no. So talking about the sources real quick. People who treat Reddit as a source. Do we want to move on from this frame? Let's move on from this frame.
Feel my legs.
Morgan and
my
Morgan.
legs. I'm in pain.
Do you have a peer-reviewed study to back up that claim? Why should I believe you?
Instead of getting the joke, he became the embodiment of the midwit I was mocking in the joke.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
to be fair, he doesn't even pass as a midwit because he's much closer to a dimwit, as you can see in this video. That they are like beautiful blue poisonous dart frog.
Oh my god, he's actually
Remnant, please don't make me watch Xander Hall. I value my intelligence. It can't go much lower than it is right now. I need to be functional. I have a kid.
doing that meme. He stole this meme from a Twitter account. Like, this is...
So I apparently stole this analogy from a meme on Twitter. Good sir, you do realize that analogy has existed for years. I swear, Xander Hall comes across as that type of guy to say, oh yeah, Sun Tzu, yeah, I know about that guy from a meme. He said that we shouldn't vote for Trump because he's a fascist that's gonna lock up little Mexican children. And
Wasn't that Obama that did that?
I feel like there's a weird, uncanny valley of voice pitch and amber that is just Xander Hall.
Yeah, kind of feels like it. Xander Hall, like I said, he's got the looks of destiny and the voice, or not the voice, the brain of Hassan. Dude doesn't really have coherent thoughts, and he doesn't have the looks to get by. I think he's petered out into irrelevance pretty hard.
And he's smelly too.
He looks like he's smelly. But yeah, so as far as what Revenant's saying, I totally get it. So this I need a source for everything kind of mindset. This is when I say citation needed, it's because an affirmative claim is being made and it's very specific. When a midwit says citation needed, I mean, yeah, you just kind of look at the thing.
It's an obfuscation tactic.
Yeah, but it's like a copycat kind of thing. They've seen smarter people use the tactic where it was actually effective and ended up shutting down the argument because it was like a point that the opponent didn't have prepared. And well, for them, they use it as just a means to shut down the conversation. It's like, well, do you have a source on the fact that Trump's not actually a felon because it's under appeal? Yeah. When the appeal comes back, we'll see. But as of right now, no, he's not. What's your source? The record. Literally the court record. And they're like, well, I don't like that source. Okay. And I don't like any of the gender study sources. They are, it's just such a vastly, I don't even know what the word for it is. Like, why would you demand a source for literally everything when you can intuit a lot of things? There's baseline assumptions for a reason.
It's why arguing with logic rather than sources is superior.
Yeah, because you don't need sources for every claim. It's like, are you an expert on what a woman is? No. Then you can't comment on that. It's like, well, no, hold on. Adult human female.
Like Muslims and their cousin loving.
Why? Why would you bring that up right now? Okay, moving on.
Cages, right? But here's another clip. This
Andrew just needed one source for that.
The Book of IQ and the Quran. Apparently, those two things. Because you can't condemn something Muhammad did, and Muhammad married his cousin.
really highlights how little he knows about women and just people in general. Because in the video I said, if you want a mentally stable, hot goth girl, you gotta first get a normal girl and make her goth. Genius, I know. I read all your comments praising it. I know that you guys loved it. But let's see what Xander has.
Build a goth. But what if I end up getting like Shoggoth? That could be a problem. If I get like Shoggoth, I don't know how I'll handle it. Can't really deal with the eldritch beings, Revenant.
Build a goth workshop.
Yeah, this is how we end up with like your good friend H.P. Lovecraft and all of his creations. He's going to scare somebody, and then he's going to write about what scares him, and then it's going to turn into the air conditioning is evil. Makes a drippy noise.
Just take your cute girlfriend to a Hot Topic LOL.
Yeah, I mean, or Spencer's, something. Convince them that you like the look, and they'll try it out if they're agreeable or even vaguely accommodating. Ah, man, adjusting my chair. My back still hurts. Sorry, I'm a little stiff. That's why I'm in pain. I'm in very, very bad
and if
pain.
you like cowgirls, well, buy a farm.
And then talk to Elon Musk about gene splicing, and then maybe we can get actual milkmaids.
No, not that kind of cowgirl LOL.
Oh, well, what was I missed the mark on that one hard. Might be.
Reaction is to it.
Why do I bother trying to, like, analyze what the
Dear
things
Lord.
these guys say mean, when just a few minutes later they admit it openly? You don't want a girlfriend, you want a Barbie doll. Exactly, Revan.
Huh? Are you does this guy not know what it's like being in a relationship? If the person you're dating asks you to wear something, I mean, unless it's like literally inappropriate, I usually just say, yeah, okay. When my wife asks me if I can wear something for her else, I'll say yes. Unless I don't have it, in which case I'll say, depends on how much it costs. And if it's too expensive, then no. But yeah.
If I wanted a Barbie doll, I would buy a Barbie doll. They're much cheaper than a girlfriend LOL.
Even one of those like adult dolls, you know what I mean? Those can be cheaper than a girlfriend too. Lower maintenance, more cleanup. That's the only real difference. That was a joke. I don't recommend it. They sit in that uncanny valley. Anyway.
Buddy, have you ever been in a relationship before?
Yeah, that's exactly what I said.
The irony of all of this is that the last relationship I was in, she literally said, and I quote, "I want you to dress me up like a doll." So yeah, people do change their appearances based off of what the other person is attracted to. And it happens both ways, like who knew? Only literally every person who's ever been in a relationship before, this happens. Where do you think I got the idea from, you dumb You do-
Revenant's killing him. Revenant's killing him. Sorry, I keep getting Revenant and Revenant mixed up. Sorry, I got like undead spirit of justice on the brain, I guess.
You realize that when you're in a relationship, you try and make the other person more attracted to you, right? Now I understand each person might have their own boundaries on what they're willing to do and not do. For example, I was asked to shave my beard. I told her no.
Yep, that's fair. Boundaries. Healthy boundaries.
It's really important to me, but I was willing to change my hairstyle to something she liked more. People commonly do this all the time when they're in a relationship. Hey, do you like this dress? Hey, do you like my hair this way? It's kind of important that the other person's attracted to you, right? Now, will this work with all women? Would you be able to get a traditional woman to become goth 9 times out of 10? Maybe not. But again, people are willing to do things to make the other person happy. Maybe she's not willing to become emo for you, but maybe she'll put on the cat ears. And here
if I say pretty please, maybe. Pretty please put on the cardios.
ID say September 10th. Shed probably do it.
JTS had a stroke. My goodness. But yeah. No, so 9 times out of 10. Right, so the baby break is over. Back to the video.
Here's the interesting thing that's off topic. A lot of conservative women don't have piercings or tattoos or dyed hair, not because they're really against it. It's because they don't want to attract the wrong men and repel off the men they desire.
Fair enough. I mean, if she's not looking to get a deadbeat, why would she get the stuff that attracts a deadbeat? She wants a more traditional guy. A lot of traditional guys don't like tattoos. Take me, for example.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't like tats.
I wouldn't mind like a temporary one. Like, I don't know, drawn on with Sharpie or something, but nothing permanent. Nothing permanent.
Because our appearance, the way we present ourselves, signals things about ourselves to other people. And depending on who you are, what your values are as a person, you should be conscious of this and tailor your appearance to attract the people you want. Xander was bitching and moaning the entire time in this video, saying I want to force women to remove their septum rings, which I never did.
Let me make it very clear. To these people, not being self-aware is not immediately saying, oh my god, I never thought about it that way. I'll immediately get my septum ring piercing removed. How could I ever consider wearing a piece of jewelry that you don't like? Oh my god, I'm so evil for that. Oh my god, like that not being there.
I mean, I want them to remove it.
Yeah, I don't like it. If they want to complain about being single,
It's gross.
yeah, it's a red flag for a reason. Now there are some guys that will be go charging at it, but I mean,
It's like a gold booger.
yeah, it's unattractive, very unattractive. I don't know. I'm not sure how to put it really, because it's one of those unattractive things that makes me wonder why you do it.
It reminds me of a cow.
Yeah, it's like a I want to be single thing to do. It's like so here's my theory, right? Girls started doing it, try to trick other girls into doing it, so that way when they remove theirs, they could actually get a guy, and then the other pretty girls that got it would they kind of up the creek because sunk cost fallacy. So by causing sunk costs, it's like, well, I got the piercing, I might as well keep it.
I don't even like the studs that girls put in. It doesn't have to be septum rings. The studs are gross to me too.
Totally fair. I think a lot of people are more forgiving of the studs. It's the septum piercing. A lot of people just do not like. It definitely is much more of a red flag kind of thing. Sorry, I'm trying to wake up with some energy drink. Right. And then what is the point Xander Hall's making? I'm genuinely lost. He's like, you're trying to control the girls. Like, oh,
It's like the foot fetish of nose rings.
ugh. What guys are the dark side, the true dark side? Have you heard the tale of Darth Plagueis the Wise? He had a foot fetish, and the Jedi executed him for his sins. Right.
And all was good in the world.
Yep. All was better afterwards. Honestly, you can kill all the younglings, but the second you have a foot fetish, we no longer speak.
Response is what indicates that to them.
Such big brain.
Oh my
Much
word,
wow.
he is so fucking stupid. This man has never articulated a clear thought in his life.
I really hope Remnant just cherry picked that to make him, like, to highlight how dumb he is, and not because most of his video was just that. If most of his video is just that.
That made me genuinely laugh out loud.
Oh yeah. No, that's so dumb. Wait, is Xander Hall like, no wonder he knows what the incels are up to. I figured it out. He's one of them. Like I said, looks of destiny, reign of Hassan. A man is probably let's just say he's probably gonna be making the sorry, he's probably not gonna be making it into the gene pool. He's a genetic dead end. Poor guy.
But actually addressing what he says, though, the video wasn't even made with the intention of telling people what to do. But in general, the video could be helpful to women who don't attract the wrong men. There are many women who are unaware when you present yourself in this way, you're attracting and repelling off certain types of men.
I hate that he has to explain that, because that used to actually be common sense. Like, oh yeah, how I dress affects who is attracted to me. That used to be kind of common knowledge, right? If I wear this sundress, I'll get this kind of guy. If I wear this casual outfit, I'll get another kind of guy. Yeah.
It's kind of obvious that a lot of people don't have common sense because they've been raised by Gen X.
Oof.
All this hands-off parenting is bull, man.
Yeah, you got the Gen X and the Boomers, I guess, but the Boomers had more sense than Gen X, it seems. I've actually never really encountered a Gen X parent.
Which is why I guess they wear septum piercings, lol.
I guess so. Maybe that's the root of their daddy issues. It's like, Dad never gave me feedback.
Because it's bull.
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I'm glad I have a son and not a daughter, because if I have a daughter, I would struggle not to laugh at her every time she tried to dress up a certain way. I'd be laughing at her so hard. Like, what do you think you're gonna get with that? I'd probably bully her out of wearing some outfits just by laughing at her. No, I just, the fact that he's right is what bothers me. It's not that he's wrong. I disagree. It's more of a fact that society's just kind of failed at this point. We're cooked. For reference, see the shoe on head video I reacted to last time. Oh my goodness.
And for those women, they can do what they wish with this knowledge, depending on what they want in life.
Okay, I posted a video about men not liking me, and the comment section is just absolutely frying me at the moment. But the amount of people that brought up my nose ring is wild. And then someone said I look like a Democrat, so I'm taking it out. I just want to see, because I don't take this thing out. I just want to see. Oh, I got it. Oh, fuck, I like it. God.
And XanderHall literally agrees with me on this. Literally, verbatim, he just agrees. All he can say is, you're right, but I dislike you because you're right-wing. The majority of points I made in this video, he flat out agreed with. Them. Their whole mentality is, I want it, and I don't care how you view me about it. In fact, if you view me poorly because of this that's good. I don't want you in my life. I repent.
Yeah. The fact that people like this guy see this as an unreasonable mindset is a, fun...
Did he say it was an unreasonable mindset, XanderHall? My man, he is a master at building scarecrows. The number of straw men he's fighting is absolutely obscene. Yeah, that's actually a very common theme you'll see with XanderHall videos, is just, it's all straw men all the time. He's got like an army of scarecrows lined up so he can knock them down.
He might even lose to the strawman, lol.
Oh, he has. He actually has. He's probably one of the worst debaters I've ever seen as well. At least Vouch is smart enough to engage with it. This guy fails the breakfast question. How would you feel if you didn't have breakfast this morning? But I had breakfast. Yeah, but how would you feel if you didn't? But I had breakfast. That's him. He's a very, very dumb guy.
Fundamental flaw in their worldview that has to be corrected.
And according to XanderHall, I guess there's nothing wrong with really what I said there. It's just the fact that I said it as a right-wing Christian conservative, and also that I'm a guy. But going back to the example I mentioned before, where he said that I don't want a girlfriend, I just want a doll to dress up. That was so nonsensical and stupid from the perspective of somebody who has been in a relationship before, that my knee-jerk reaction was, is this guy projecting? Like, is he...
Remnant, I think he is. Look at him. Look at that profile. Doesn't that just scream, Unga bunga mate, please? Unga bunga, use big stick, hit mate. Maybe impress with fire. Make a cave drawing. Am I being too mean here? Dude's got Neanderthal brow. Come on.
I'm a male feminist, so why won't anyone date me?
Because the clock's been reset one too many times. I actually don't know all the controversies XanderHall's been in because he's really not worth following. I know he's been petering out for a while though. I was kind of expecting him to get a job at McDonald's at this rate.
But I had breakfast.
How would you feel if you didn't? Yeah, no, he would seriously fail that question. Being unable to engage with the hype, he's just that dumb.
Actually desperate and unable to attract women himself. Is that why he calls people incel repeatedly? And apparently, I wasn't the only person who had this impression, according to the comments in his own video. I mean, visually looking, if you didn't know anything about
Dude
this
gets
guy,
roasted.
he would fit the incel description. It's not hard to visualize and imagine this guy going to a party just to stand in the corner.
He's a party cuck. He lives vicariously by watching other people mingle. Dude is so cucked he can't even talk to people. Oh, Oh, Remnant, you did him so dirty. That's not wallflower at that point. He sits in the chair and he gets off on watching people talk.
But he had breakfast.
Yeah, totally.
Awkwardly and not talk to people while he sips soda and vapes. POV, you're at a BreadTuber party. He does.
Oh man, I actually have a bit of a theory as to why BreadTube can't stand each other, but it's so weird because it requires me to explain a psychological phenomenon, and it actually led to me redefining the political compass. Maybe one day I'll make a video on that. It is actually really interesting why, but yeah, no, these BreadTuber party, they're just going to be yelling at each other and declaring the means of production belong to whoever the host was supposed to be. And now that we've entered your house, it has been collectivized and therefore you can't kick us out. BreadTube. Bunch of loser communists who don't understand how markets work. Yay.
Doesn't take care of how he looks. He literally looks physically ill 90% of the time. He looks like he's dying of some sort of disease that resurfaced from the Middle Ages.
Yeah, no, wow. He goes from like healthy looking to dangerously skinny. I wonder if it's just like stress. I'm kind of feeling bad for him now. Or at least I would, but you know, he's kind of insufferable.
He's uncharismatic, he's not funny, and he blames everybody else for his own problems that he refuses. But it turns out
Remnant outing himself as a Chud Logic viewer. Oh boy.
He reminds me of the I Am Legend zombies.
Yeah, kind of. But like less cool. I don't know. So Chud Logic does kind of just roast Xander Hall a lot, and Chud Logic used to be a Destiny orbiter. Kind of weird now that I think about it, because Chud Logic is okay. He's more of a drama guy than anything else these days, but his political takes are just trash. So it's hard to say. He's I'd put him in like the Bill Maher camp. The man, you got some trash takes, but at least you listen. Oh well.
no, he's not an incel.
I don't know.
Wait, who is Lanny in your chat?
Lonnie's my girlfriend.
Oh, nice. She's a
I'm mashing X to doubt.
fucking moron.
And it turns out, yeah,
Oh man, I was sinking in my chair. That was oh man, oof. Got by Destiny.
I have a girlfriend. He even made some
What? I guess some people just kind of bat in their league, you know.
relationship advice videos with her a few years back.
Okay, so
But I can't control her. Wait, I can't control. Wait,
then you can't control me talking shit about her. What the fuck?
I can't, listen, I can't control women.
I mean, he's right. He couldn't control his girlfriend from cheating on him and stealing.
What? Oh no! Oh no! Can't control her. That's not called controlling her. You can't even retain her, my man. How do you lose that, though? I mean, she should be desperate. That's like, my word. Hypergamy in action, I guess. My goodness. Ugh.
His money for meth. A great relationship.
Look at that tooth gap. Like, not even remotely attractive. I don't understand. I don't understand. They're kind of perfect for each other, honestly. Just by appearance. And the fact she cheated on him. Oof. 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 Man.
You know, there's a theory that women have a weird buff due to men just putting their stuff into anything.
Yeah, that tracks. It's not really a weird buff. It's more like, I think, honestly, I could probably do a whole math video one day because he does a great job explaining it. But the idea is, yeah, men will pretty much take whatever they can get. So women think that means that they can get better than what they can. And they don't understand that men will just hit it and quit it. It is illogical. It's all illogical because woman debuff equals emotion first. And you have to actively work against it. In a way, I kind of feel bad for women because emotions guide them more than logic does.
Right there. But after thinking about this, it all clicked and made sense to me. Because when I heard that, I thought, oh yeah, of course. If he's going off of his personal experience in life when it comes to women and girlfriends, why wouldn't he find it far-fetched to believe that you can get women to change their appearance for you?
Yeah. I mean, he's a male feminist. He's like, I don't want to undermine the agency of a woman. Even though you can make requests and it's not an undermining of agency, because when you make a request, she can say no. You know? Now, the reason I don't ask my wife to dress up a certain way is because I'm apathetic. As long as she's comfortable and happy, I don't really care. She'll look good in anything. She's my wife. But she probably would wear something if I asked her to. I just don't ask her to, because I'm very apathetic to that. Oh, okay. That one probably got by the filter. That one got filtered. But yeah, no. Dear diary, my girlfriend let me watch her have sex with her lawnmower today.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no, that's kind of how it is. I mean, the dude didn't even have a dishwasher at that point. He just had a money sink. Like that's an inflation balance patch, you know? A balance patch that like WoW devs would put in because people are hoarding too much gold. Them to just burn money in. Eesh.
When you're in a relationship with somebody who cares about you, they want to be more attractive to you. Of course, this would be a foreign concept to him, as somebody who was with a person who genuinely didn't care about him. Because when you're with somebody who actually cares about you, they're not going to cheat on you or steal your money for meth. He never has been in a...
She stole his money for meth? I guess that explains the teeth. Well, that also explains why he's so skinny now. Oh man, if it was all meth, yeah, no wonder. Body was probably burning more calories than he was taking in because of the meth. That's a crazy little stimulant right there.
Oh, hack yang. Thác rút.
What are you trying? ATS. I swear. But yeah, no, that tracks. Man.
Relationship where a person has actually cared about him. So why wouldn't he object to the things I said and voice his opinions? He's thinking I'm objectifying women. I just view them as objects. When literally the example he gives is what a woman asked me to do to her. This in itself speaks volumes about how little he knows about people, especially women. And I'm not even a relationship advice channel, but even I know bullshit when I smell it. And this clip right here just encapsulates the video in a nutshell.
Because any guy who openly admits to not finding women with like unnatural hair colors and piercings attractive is kind of self-reporting. I think it's emblematic of the fact that the moral of this video is these women are awful and there's no hope.
Believe it or not, it's not the emo goth or scene chicks that actually ruin things. It's the ones that read Morning Glory Milking Farm and then have conventions about it. Stuff like that makes me say, repeal the 19th.
Fat retards.
Exactly. Dude, your last girlfriend was a land whale that cheated on you and used meth. What's wrong with you?
They can vote, you know.
Yeah, no, that's the problem. He can vote too.
No hope to be in a relationship that won't end in horror.
Like, it's just black pill doomer shit. That's all incels are.
That sounded like pure cope or projection. I can't really tell which at this point. I'm leaning towards projection.
I'm neutral on this subject matter because, truth be told, I find women with dyed hair and piercings to be hot. It reminds me of a very...
No. Oh, you proved him wrong earlier in the video. All he had to do was rewind. Oh man. Yeah. No, I mean, if you're into that, you're into that. Kind of like how I'm very thankful for the guys who are into fat chicks, so that way I don't have to deal with them. At least when I was still dating. Like, they say there's someone for everyone. I don't believe that. I believe if you have 9 cats, there is no one for you. Just saying.
Very fitting quote, as the wise philosopher Big Bungie put it.
Xander-something is really good at debating the voices in his head, dude.
Oh yeah, Big Bungie. I would react to his videos, but I don't think we could put them on YouTube.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah. Oh man, Big Bungie is pretty funny though. He got yeeted off the platform though.
That would be like reacting to ER.
Yeah. ER wasn't even that edgy though. They were just the wrong time. Now Bungie actually was kind of that edgy. he kind of he's funny though.
Like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck is he even talking about?
And on top of that, he said that I hate women. I think that goth girls are unattractive, that I hate them, and that I said that they're literally evil. I never brought up morals once in the video, but I guess he ran into a problem that when he was agreeing with my points repeatedly, he had to bring up something to fight me on. Had to give himself a reason to hate me because I'm a filthy right-wing Christian.
Here come the
This part
gnomes.
confused me. Like, why would you say that I hate goth girls when I literally talk about how attractive I find them? And it got me thinking, and I came to a realization. You see, when it comes to radical leftists like him, people who are really deranged, if you disagree with them, they hate you. They hate nuance, they hate people who think differently. That is...
Actually, I have a theory as to why, but I might as well just go ahead and explain this one.
This is the point of the video where he fights gnomes for the rest of the
fair enough, I guess. So I believe that it has to do with external locus of control. So the locus is where things happen, basically, the center point. And control is, well, your ability to exert power. If you have an external locus of control, that means things happen to you. Leftists overwhelmingly seem to think of life as things happening to them. The systems directly affect them, the institutions, the experts, whatever. They really don't believe they have agency, that they're just kind of reacting constantly. Ironic, considering they call right-wingers reactionary. But what this basically means is that every time they have something bad happen in their life, they don't introspect. They just say, oh yeah, that was something else's fault, when in reality it was probably their own fault. So because they have this external locus of control, they see you disagreeing with them as you trying to victimize them or hurt them. When in reality, you're just kind of judging them for being stupid. And when you're judging for being stupid, they take that as like dehumanizing or something like that. And it's like, no, you're still human. You're just dumb. Yeah.
They apply that to criminals too, which is why they let them back out in the streets.
Exactly. So since everyone is kind of just a victim of circumstance, no one's a moral actor and no one has any real agency. And weirdly enough, this leads to leftist infighting, because if you disagree 1%, you're out of the group, because you are contributing to the system that is oppressing them by not agreeing with them fully. It's actually a really good reason as to why the trans movement is the way it is. If you don't support it just right, you're wrong. And I remember the days where being apathetic towards coming out was considered acceptable. Now it's considered a hate crime to say, when someone says, I'm gay, and you respond with, I don't care. Apparently that's evil now.
Frankly, Martha, I don't care what they call it.
Yeah, exactly. Anywho, I guess this is an illustration of what's happening in Xander Hall's head.
ETW, did you know that coming out of the closet comes from mocking Christians?
Yep. Such a stupid thing. Anyway.
That's how they live. That's how they see the world. And they project that onto
I want this
other
game
people.
so bad.
So when he hears me say, I think that
Because
women
the
with
Bible
dyed hair,
says to pray
piercings,
in the
tattoos,
closet.
they're more left-wing, he interprets that as pure hatred, because that's how he acts in the world. Anything he disagrees with, he hates. If you're a Christian and you say, hey, I don't hate but I don't believe it aligns with the Bible, that means you hate people. You want them to burn in hell. You think goth girls are more left-wing? You must hate goth girls then.
Oh
because
my
anything
goodness.
that's different, you hate it. Because that's how he goes about these things.
This
That's
is
why he
inside
blindly
Xander
hates
Hall's head.
conservative men throughout this entire video.
And this right here is why there are a torrent of women who have divorced conservative men and happily do not submit to their will anymore.
Citation heavily needed. Where do you get those stats from? This is a time where asking for evidence is actually appropriate. You're making an affirmative claim. Please back it up. Like, well, it's based on my personal experience. At least that's something. And
Yes, the citation. His ass.
Yeah. I made it up. That's a good one, Senator. Do you have a source? My source is I made it the fuck up. Yeah, seriously.
There are plenty of trad, conservative LARPy, 20-something-year-old women out there looking to get married, fresh.
I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to be a LARP, right? Oh yeah. Man, I see. The reason I don't want to deal with the Xander Hall video is because I'd be pausing every 20 seconds trying to decipher what he's saying. He's so incoherent. It's like he doesn't understand that he doesn't really make points. He just kind of says things and expects you to believe them. It's the Hassan approach, really. Minus the even slightly
I have a loving wife
high charisma.
and feel fulfilled in life, but I'm secretly gay.
Totally. All right, moving on.
Out of high school and raise kids and do the whole conservative LARP
And with the dog LOL.
thing, but more often than not, those people end up getting divorced, and those women in particular realize they were either or taken advantage of or made a massive mistake, and they are often very unhappy in their lives from then on. And
ironically,
What? Yeah, this is one where I'm going to need citation. We'll look at that link later. Is that the Freedom Tunes video? Okay, yeah. Anyway, Xander Hall, why are you like this? It's like, oh yes, it's all conservative LARP. And maybe they were actually conservative. I don't know. Listening to him talk is just so painful. Makes me glad his channel's kind of petering out at the verge of death. It's like when his channel goes under, I think BreadTube will actually be better off for it. Losing Xander-Hall is not a major loss for them.
I bet he supports open relationships and open marriages, which have the worst divorce statistics out there. Or knowing him, he's going to use mental gymnastics to say that they're perfectly acceptable or valid, while shitting on conservatives who value chastity and a low body count, which, for those who don't know, correlate with the best divorce rates out there. But again, feel free to listen to the guy whose girlfriend did not give a fuck about him and decided to cheat on him and steal his money. He knows what he's talking about. But notice this. If you're a conservative man, according to Xander-Hall, you're an incel. But if you're a conservative man in a relationship, your woman is gonna leave you and secretly hate.
Good grief. Heads I win, tails you lose. That's the logic the leftists use. You just, like, maybe they could just be wrong, you know?
It's you. And if she doesn't secretly hate you in the marriage she's in, she was then brainwashed into.
Where do they even think of this? Yeah, it really is.
They use propaganda for enlistment purposes.
Yeah. See what's going on? I can't remember.
Do it. Because no matter what, according to Xander-Hall, if you're a conservative man, you're a horrible person and you're never gonna find love or be in a relationship. And even if you are in one, it's gonna be a horrible one. Because to him, all roads lead to Rome with. It doesn't matter who you are or what.
Okay, I got it. So, Remnant, I'm going to explain exactly what's happening here. What he's saying isn't so much a diagnosis or like an observation. It's more of like he's just kind of hoping that bad things happen to people he doesn't like. And when it doesn't happen, he gets upset for some reason. Because if someone succeeds where he is... Exactly. You can't just be better than him, right?
Turns out we should just ignore them.
Yep. So that's really what it is. It's cope.
Unless they shoot us.
And you return fire.
Type of relationship you're in. If you're a conservative, you're horrible, and you're going to be unhappy for it. He's dreaming of the day when you get a divorce. That'll teach you, conservative. But you know what my opinion is on liberals, even atheists, those disgusting people out there? You know what I think of if they get into relationships or get married? What I think is I don't care, because your political views alone don't indicate your character. It's not that simple. But going back to incels, the people Xander-Hall hates, the people that constantly fill Xander-Hall's mind, these incels, they're everywhere. Are these incels in the same room with us, Xander-Hall?
Oh no. I would like to know the same thing. Xander-Hall's been spending too much time on like certain subreddits. That's what I'm starting to think. Like, oh yeah, you clearly hate women, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, I mean, attributing motive is never a good debate tactic. So, you know, maybe I don't. You ever think of it like that? Because I don't.
But Xander-Hall's not different in this way. The left as a whole obsesses over people they call incels. But why? Yeah, it's an
Reddit is where all the Tumblrites went to when they banned porn.
Feels like it. It was like Reddit, Mastodon, and Blue Sky, and Twitter. I guess it was Twitter at the time, before it was X. Yeah, I haven't even actually been on Tumblr since then. I wonder what's going on with that website.
Use buzzword these days that has lost all meaning. But genuinely ask the question, why do they do this? Let's pretend for a second that he's not projecting his own insecurities on other people. To be that pick-me male feminist that says, I'm not like other toxic men. Why do they hate incels? Genuinely, why do they hate them so much? If a man is struggling to get into a relationship, struggling to attract a woman, shouldn't that warrant some genuine sympathy or compassion? It's like me mocking and shitting on a person for being poor. It's not progressive or left-wing in the end. The left claims to suffer the underdog, the people in groups who systemically struggle, the people who are not well off. So why do they constantly shit on people who are incels? Well, if you ask them this question, they're going to say it's because incels are not just alone, they're misogynistic, they're so evil and hateful and bitter towards women. That means we're allowed to hate them back, to put them in their place, and to call out what they're doing. But the problem is, there are an incredibly large amount of self-proclaimed feminists that hate men. They say hashtag all men.
Yep. Baby has entered the chat. He'll be making cute little baby noises. All right, I have lost my train of thought, and now there's a baby in the room. We resume.
It's so bad, I have to censor it on YouTube. They talk about how they literally want to attack men and view them as the lesser sex. What about that? No doubt people
Amy
like
did not like
Xander, they
that.
don't talk about this. They haven't covered videos like this. It's only about these evil incels that say hateful things about women. But when it comes to women saying hateful things about men, no, we gotta approach this differently.
Yeah, true.
Don't you know? These women have suffered. Listen to
Yeah, the kind of double standard is really kind of insane, really. I gotta learn how to say things better. I guess I'm also tired. But yeah, the double standard is kind of nuts. The idea that you can have women going on and on about their traumatic experiences, but then the second a man does it, he's weak or whatever. It's just really stupid. But yeah, there's whole subreddits dedicated to just dating men and what they do and all this dating stuff. I want to say that I think this generation of dating is just hooked. There's no saving it. Wow. Did the filter eat that? The filter might have ate that. I want to check. Maybe it's broken?
TDS check.
Oh, nope, there it goes. I think you upset it. Let me see. No, it just didn't read it. Oh well. But I think it's justified.
Literally, a woman told me she cheated on her boyfriend because of how he made her feel. I laughed in her face.
Yeah, deserved. It's like, he made me feel bad, so I cheated on him. Okay. I saw a spider once and I got it with the flamethrower. Proportionate responses are overrated, I guess.
They have had bad, horrible experiences with men. That's why they're saying these things. They've been hurt by men. You can say the exact same thing about these incels. They have had horrible experiences. Why do you think they say a lot of the things that they do? You can't open up to women or trust them. Why would they say that? Because they've been hurt by women. But what
was it in the incel community? It's like woman or tree as a response to man or bear. Like, who would you rather bear your feelings to, woman or tree? I don't know.
She was like, he made me feel so lonely. I said, you cheated on him. She said, can you blame me? I said, yes. Tree for sure.
I would rather see a tree grow than pour my heart out to a harpy.
The leftists, people like Xander-something, that warrants no empathy. You're only allowed to hate on the other sex because of your bad experiences if you're a woman, but not if you're a guy. Because Xander-something and people on the left, they genuinely don't care about men. They don't care about people being attacked or harassed online. They're silent when women do it, but they're very vocal whenever they perceive a possible threat. I made a video making a lot of jokes and just voicing my opinions about women, and he's calling me a hateful, misogynistic incel. But how many videos has he reacted to of feminists saying very hateful things about men? They don't do that because they don't care about men.
Sir Xander-something, white knight of all thoughts, he will bow down and sub to their OnlyFans and say, "Yas, queen," every time. Such a ugh. Like I said, Destiny looks a sombrain.
It's not a matter of who's being attacked or who's being wrong or who's saying sexist, hateful things. It's all about attacking right-wing men or even men who voice their frustrations or complaints about women. It's totally fine for women to do it to men, but not fine the other way around. How many times do you think they've called feminists man-haters? None. Whereas for me, I literally have called out hatred on both sides. I have talked about women who explicitly hate men, who are self-proclaimed femcells. I have also talked about incels who hate women. I have talked about and criticized the red pill and black pill. And I call out a lot of these grifters trying to make money at the expense of men, because I genuinely care about men and women. I care about these people who have been hurt. People like Xander-something and on the left, they don't. They only call out one side because they're ideologically possessed demons. That's
also because they view everything through the oppressor-victim lens, pure external causality.
This is a problem in some churches. The pastor will call out the men for watching porn, but won't mention the women who are openly reading.
Yeah, it's a double standard. Not a lot you can do about it other than point out that it's a double standard. Hey, little man, what are you doing? He's scratching on the edge of the playpen. He's just kind of in there for right now. Oh, he's playing. Aw, so cute. All right, we'll take this. Here we go. That way you won't be too warm. But yeah, no, so these double standards, they always have existed. They always will exist. Not really a lot we can do about it, but anyone who says we live in a patriarchal society clearly doesn't understand how power dynamics actually work. When one side's being called out for something that the other side is already doing, it's a double standard. It means it's an assertion of privilege they want to take for themselves. Basically, it's okay when I do it, but when you do it, I hate it. Yay. It's either all good or all not. So if you don't like it, then don't do it.
much hatred has filled their hearts because they don't care about you. People like Xander-something actively hate you. That's why they're doing all of these. Stop listening to their bullshit excuses. They fucking hate you. That's it. It is that simple at the end of the day. I mean, you can see the blatant double standards in this clip. Take a look at this.
Because in their world, non-conformity to societal expectations is a sin. To be cringe, to be different, and to not care what other people think of you is the worst thing you can possibly be. Lacking self-awareness or refusing, or being self-aware and not caring how people think of you for the way you present yourself because you don't align with societal, like, expectations is considered, like, disgusting by conservatives. Like, they see it as a moral failing that makes you deserving.
Lacking self-awareness, yes. Not caring what other people think, I mean, at least you're self-aware, I guess. But at that point, you have no right to complain about people not accepting you. Like, yeah, exactly. So yeah, if you don't want to conform, fine. If you're conscious of it, just accept the consequences that come with it. You can't pretend not to care. Just don't care.
I obviously don't care about what other people think.
You're kind of incapable of it.
But I'm conservative.
Yeah? Well, I mean, the truth is the truth, right? The idea he's presenting is just so dumb. He says, yes, lack of self-awareness is a moral failing. Isn't it? The inability to introspect is kind of a moral failing when you think about it. How are you supposed to improve as a person if you can't look inward? This is why Xander-something's he's just an idiot. I don't know what else to call him. And yes, I'm going to judge him harshly because everything that's been out of his mouth has been something incoherent and completely useless.
And we're not even telling them to introspect the same way. Some people introspect with their peers. Some people do it alone.
Just like take a second and do some self-examination. Literally any amount of self-awareness is better than none. It is kind of a moral failure to have no self-awareness. Anyway.
Of like the utmost harassment and vitriol. A lot of them think that women are just out there trying to live to please men and that they're...
What? Okay, hang on. I'm going to need him to define harassment, unfortunately, because I don't believe him. And as far as the second claim goes, that's just kind of like, if they're single and looking, maybe. But, you know, a lot of society right now is geared women to look more for careers than to start families, in which case it's program misery, let's be honest.
Well, the first woman was made to help men, LOL.
Yeah, men get lonely. And so we sacrifice a rib and then we get a woman, right? Yeah.
Dumb for not realizing that men aren't into this red flag look, when at no point does the realization hit them that women do not in fact live to please men, or to look attractive to men.
He says that about women. Women shouldn't care about appealing to men, being attractive to men. These women aren't trying to be attractive to you. You shouldn't care about being seen as cringe. And he equates it to me saying it's evil. One, I never said it was. It's not evil to look cringe, to look weird, to not fit in or be attractive to the opposite.
Not evil, but is it smart? Revenant, you're being too nice.
I never said any of those things. However, it is very important to pay attention to these because they do affect your life. It isn't a matter of what's right or wrong. It's a matter of what helps you, what benefits you. And you certainly don't want to give this advice to men. And you said this about women. Women shouldn't have to care about how they're seen by men. You shouldn't have to care about being seen as cringe. I say you're entirely wrong. And you don't have to raise a moral or ethical argument against this. It's just impractical and will ruin your life. Imagine if we had this exact same mentality for men. Again, let's just expose this double standard we have with how we treat men and women differently. Imagine me saying to a guy, you don't need to develop social skills. You don't need to care about how other people see you. You don't need to take care of your appearance to not be seen as weird. Men, who cares if women see you as creepy? A man can literally just go up and try to have a good, honest, genuine conversation with people and be seen as creepy because he's socially awkward. He has good intentions. He's trying to do things that aren't even wrong, but he'll be seen and outcasted as a creep. There's nothing morally wrong with people seeing you as creepy, as long as you're not doing anything immoral and certainly not trying to. People around them will be uncomfortable with what they're doing, but it's not harmful and he has no bad intentions. What's immoral about it? Nothing. It just ruins his life. Who cares what they think? You moron. Of course it's important about how people see you. It doesn't have to be immoral or an ethical question to say, It's very important, and yes, it does matter. I can go to a job interview and say it doesn't matter if I'm in my pajamas if I can perform my job. To them, though, it does matter, and in fact, it's going to lose me the job. I don't get the job, I end up not making money, and I become homeless because I neglect this very important thing, being your appearance or how people see you, even though there's nothing ethically wrong with being seen in a bad way. And it's also practical and important to judge based off of appearance. Yeah, like what about all these creepy guys with women? Yeah, sure. Many of them are harmless and have good intentions. They just can't socialize. But to a woman, do you think she can take that chance? What if it just so happens to...
I mean, in all fairness, he is right there. Why gamble? It'd be better if a lot of guys actually put in some effort to not be creepy. I mean, a lot of the ugly guys have it hard. I'm gonna be honest. Probably the best thing you can do if you think you're ugly is to update your outfit and maybe work out. Not that looks don't matter, it's that you kind of need to, if you want to stand a chance in dating, you have to put in a little bit more effort. You're not a woman.
Grooming goes a long way too.
Yeah, even just taking a shower every day helps out a lot. So don't be a greasy looking, like, ugh, you know what I mean? Like a disease vector. Try taking a shower. Maybe don't smoke. Don't smoke weed especially.
And I'd say joining a community of some sort would up your odds. Social skills are important.
Yeah, social skills are important. I guess I'm just too introverted to value community that much. I'd rather build my own. I don't really want to join an existing one, mainly because it's like fandom poisoning. But yeah, you got to gatekeep. If you got a community, gatekeep it. Keep those standards intact. Yeah.
Making one is fine too.
Hi, buddy. The baby is talking. He's babbling.
Be that this guy she has a bad feeling about, who is being creepy, has bad intentions. She gives him that chance, and she pays for it for the rest of her life. He does something horrible to her. It is not wrong for her to pay attention to his appearance, or to care about people being creepy or weird, even though there's nothing quote-unquote immoral about it yet. And for the job interviewer, yeah, he has the best interest of not hiring people he thinks are going to be a drag to his business. I know you don't have a job, but yeah, it is pretty important when it comes to jobs to dress up well.
He just called Xander-something unemployed. I don't know.
To take care of your appearance. And there's nothing immoral about people in general not wanting to associate with those who are weird or creepy. They're playing it safe and they're under no obligation to associate with somebody like that. That person needs to change. And even though at the end of the day, nothing moral has happened, yes, it very much affects all of their lives in positive and negative ways. And another perfect example of why it's important to care about your appearance, about how other people see you, is Xander-something. He's the living embodiment of somebody who doesn't care about their appearance. You couldn't survive as Xander-something on YouTube if you cared about how people saw you. The left constantly makes fun of you. The right constantly makes fun of you.
Oof. Yeah. Yeah, Xander-something kind of cooked. He's kind of cooked. Both sides don't like him. The left wants him out. The right just doesn't like him by merit of him being on the left. He also does have kind of creepy vibes. I don't think he's as bad as Mike from PA, though. Mike from PA is a special kind of... Mike from PA hits me with a combination of pathetic and, like, icky. Like a vampire's touched holy water. Yeah, no. There's Xander-something, first of his name, White Knight.
Mike from Pa made me cringe more than I've ever cringed.
Oh yeah, no, that guy is like, he lost a fight with a couch. Anyway.
Secondhand embarrassment, the person.
Yeah. Yep. That's Mike. Look up him losing a fight to a couch before you go to bed, it's great. Anywho, dude just walks in, punches a couch, and sits down. Why? I've got so much testosterone. Oh no. I hit the couch. Save me. I wish Bungie could make a comeback on YouTube. That would be funny. He does better on Rumble, though. Does a lot better. Anyway.
Nobody takes you seriously. Nobody even watches you. You've been doing YouTube for over a decade, and you can barely get 4,000 views at a time. Maybe if you took care of your appearance, you
wait, was that Yellow Flash? Hold on. Lies about everything. Okay.
4,000 views at a time. Maybe if you took care of your appearance, you actually cared about people's experiences when watching your videos, how they saw you. Maybe people would watch you or actually care about the content you put out there. Maybe you would make better videos. But maybe that's asking too much of somebody with
Oh, he is a midwit. He is a mid-midwit. This poor guy. He He's a midwit who's like, oh, is the red? Yeah, is this red area like retard zone? The tard zone? Oof. Oof. Oh
I mean, it's not Islamic country level, but still.
Yeah. He's like slightly above most Americans, I guess. 95 is our average, right? So, yeah. No. He's on the wrong side of the curve to be intelligent. But then why does he think he's so smart? Surely this would have been a wake-up call for him to, be like, oh, maybe I'm just kind of like an average guy. I don't know.
Confirmed IQ of 97. Your IQ is literally lower than that of a hot summer day. Your IQ is nothing. It serves zero purpose. You should get a real job now. Which is just so funny. Like, right after he was ranting about me being an incel, about conservatives being horrible and unhappy, he then begins to beg on stream.
With that said, if y'all enjoy my stuff, if you want to support it and help boost it in the algorithm, then consider leaving a like and a comment down below. Maybe even a hype. It really helps a lot. It's totally free. And of course, don't...
Wait, 3 minutes. 3 minutes of e-begging. Bro, I don't feel comfortable asking for money after like 1 minute. But I will ask that if you made it this far, check me out on Kick. Maybe add some variety to the chat.
Give it all to me.
That's the plan until it makes about 5,000 a month.
Give me money.
Joshi is the editor. He's getting paid on the YouTube revenue because he handles the YouTube stuff. He does the uploads. If you like the videos, say thanks to him. He's the one that runs it. Anyway, yeah, no, begging for 3 minutes. I don't think I can do that for like 1. But I will ask for a follow, maybe a like, comment, subscribe. Help my editor get paid, because I'm not making anything off the YouTube until it makes a certain threshold. That was the agreement. Anyway, let's finish this up.
Forget, if you want to see more from me online, excuse me, if you want to see more from me online, you can subscribe. Ring that like button as well as follow my social medias down below. Particularly, I recommend that you join my fan Discord. That's the main hub of my fan base community.
Aw, how wholesome is that? Guys, you should support my video. Did you know that every time you like and subscribe, a job application is sent straight to Xander Hall's door?
No, you're gonna scare the poor man. The most terrifying thing you could possibly get is that job application. Remnant, you're gonna give him a heart attack.
That was a strong burn, LOL.
Oh, that's good. Good.
We hit 100,000 job applications being sent to Xander Hall. We're really close. But yep, that's the end of this video. I had a little bit more written here, but the video has gone on long enough, and I don't know if it's funny enough to add into the video. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I gave it a good honest effort to try and be as funny as I possibly could at times. Some I just went full on serious, but I hope you enjoyed it. But as always, I hope you have a good one.
And remember, Captain, be positive.
Told you he punched gnomes for the rest of the video, LOL.
Yeah. Definitely subscribe to Remnant if you guys haven't. Subscribe to me too. I do commentary sometimes. It might not be the best on the internet, but I try. You know, maybe leave
that was fun.
Yeah, that was. Let's leave a. Let's see. It's kind of sunny out. Can you leave me a sunshine emote if you made it all the way to the end? And if we get 5 likes, I promise to do the next Remnant video. I gotta say something stupid now that everyone's probably already left. I got to say like another 20 seconds left in the video.
Hey.
Well, I guess now is as good a time as any to explain to you the box of genders.